Hi, and welcome to Breaking It Down. I'm Jeff Matthews. This is our weekly look at the highlights for the Wampuscat football games. Thank you to Conway Regional Health System for sponsoring Breaking It Down and all of Wampuscat football. First round of the playoffs as the Cats play host to the Rogers Mounties. Let's watch the first half highlights right now. Going tonight. Handoff to Brendan Clark, right side. Clark to the 35-yard line. It will be short of the first down. Chin last week. We're going to try to get things back in positive for them.
Oh, blocking the back right there.
To Lloyd. Lloyd will roll and look to throw. Blake Walter sacks him. Blake behind Andrew. Quick out. Complete to Joe Thomas. Joe Thomas. Out of bounds. Past the 40-yard line. He'll throw again on third down. Looking deep for Nick Richmond. There's a connection we've been waiting to see. Rhea to Richmond during the regular season. His first in the postseason, a day after he signed his national letter of intent to play college baseball at Kansas State. Lloyd looking to throw. Unleashes all the way back across the field. Wow. Richmond and Joe Thomas to the top. Rhea looking over the middle. Got Joe Thomas. Move the chains for the Wampuscats. It's on the ground, Brendan Clark. Brennan falls forward to the 36-yard line. It'll be Rhea. Stands up and throws. Joe Thomas, great move after the catch. Puts his shoulder down and is to the 22-yard line. Two running back set. The reverse, Giovanni Johnson is going to throw. Of course he is. Looking for Will Kennedy. Touchdown, Wampuscats. So that's what you can do when you have two quarterbacks on the field.
Yeah,
I like that she's looking so far ahead.
Me too. Yeah, I really like it.
Fumble. Picked up by Blake Walter. Blake inside the 25, and the Cats get a turnover. And they'll throw. Rhea. Complete to Chris Anderson. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wampuscats. And still almost 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Jordan Doby pulls up and eases into the hit on Lloyd, including Giovanni Johnson, who's on the near side. There's the handoff to Brendan Clark, and he's coming to this side. He spins and is taken down at the 49-yard line for Brendan Clark. Quick out to Nick Richmond. Nick will be dropped for no gain. Will in motion. Giovanni Johnson still on his feet, crosses midfield, down past the 40. Move the chains. It's a 2:40 to play in the first quarter. Rhea pressured, running, gets away from it. Still on his feet. Third down. The Rhino will be Giovanni Johnson. He will move the chains, and he'll be stood up by everybody wearing white there, with Clark behind him. Complete to Giovanni Johnson. Giovanni Johnson to the end zone. Is their quarterback. Handoff to Hawkins on the jet sweep. He is taken down at the 32-yard line.
Isn't doing that.
Lloyd. Complete. Big stop. Third down and 10. Lloyd unloads. Catch is made. There's that big receiver you were talking about, Levi. Lloyd rolls right. Stops and throws. Catch is made. Got all tangled up there with Darnell Washington. Lloyd will throw. Pass. Lloyd. Pressured and throws. Knocked away. Lloyd will throw back across the middle. Catch is made, and it's good for a touchdown. They scored on fourth down, unless they go for two, and they will. But it's not going to work. Cats looking to get a win and take on Bentonville West, which if you look at the top three in the state, it's those three teams. It's Bentonville High School has actually snuck into the top three at this point, but Rhea looks to his third option. And it was Giovanni Johnson was that third option, and the pass falls incomplete. Quick pass, complete. Going to be good for a first down. Joe Thomas, and 10. Staying in the air. Looking for Nick Richmond. Richmond slowed down a little bit, and the pass was just a couple of steps beyond him. On the ground, McWhirter. Runs into Blake Walter. All right, 3rd and 10. Lloyd's going to throw down the right sideline. Going to be knocked away, incomplete. Kerry McLean in the game, and he will get the handoff. Kerry down to the 36-yard line. Loose. Rhea. Handoff again to Kerry McLean. Kerry running good. Rhea. Nick Richmond in the end zone once tonight. Well, look at that run after catch. That's fantastic from Richmond. The injury a year ago would have been fun to see what he could have done with 2 years in this system. Looking for Giovanni Johnson, Reed Hughes, Nick McEwen, and Jordan Wicks. Boy, what a weapon those three have been all year long. Lloyd back to throw, looking deep down the right-hand side into double coverage. Knocked away last minute there by Darnell Washington.
Down, and he hasn't had to.
So far,
it's been
right.
Nice.
Kerry McLean gets a down here and a huge run over the 40-yard line. North side, we're tied. Will Kennedy takes the pass from Andrew Rhea. He'll get enough for a first down. There is a flag. First and 10. Rhea looks to throw. Looks right and throws. Catch is made. That's Will Kennedy. The 10. Rhea looks into the corner of the end zone for Nick Richmond. Rhea's going to throw again. Looks through his progressions. Now will throw over the middle. Will Kennedy goes up, makes the catch. All right, 4th and 26. Get them all, Andrew. Catch was not made. Joe Thomas was the intended receiver.
That gives you a lot of confidence when your passing game's playing like that without your leading rusher.
McWhirter gets the screen pass. As we brought the house to try to get to the quarterback. Lloyd was because Blake Walter was hurt. Tip into the hands of Drake. Wow.
That's always the danger.
2nd down and 10. Lloyd will throw. Knocked away. It's halftime. The Cats lead 31-6 on the strength of a great first quarter. 4 touchdown passes in the first quarter that strengthened that lead out to 31-3, or 31-6 rather, where we are right now. Cats are 2 quarters away from moving on to the state playoffs. We'll see what happens next on Conway Corp Channel 5. You're watching Breaking It Down on Conway Corp Channel 5. I'm Jeff Matthews. Thank you to Conway Regional Health System for sponsoring our program. It's halftime as we look at the highlights of the Wampus Cat game against Rogers. 31-6, the Cats lead as we go to the second half. Werder was running and lost it. Will not get it. Pass was complete. On the ground, Brennan Clark. Brennan will get to the 40-yard line. That's the strategy in the second half. Brennan Clark. He will move the chains, get his legs completely back underneath him, and get healthy for next week. Brennan Clark to the 33-yard line.
Weapon on your team is back.
Right. Clark trips up. Rhea, first throw of the second half. He'll throw over the middle for Nick Richmond. The Cats have dropped, for Jordan Wicks. 40-yard attempt is good. 7 out of 8 on the season. His own, too. He had a huge game against Catholic and had a touchdown catch last week before the injury. Still, he hadn't missed a beat, playing a brand new position. Pass is complete. Can be good for a first down to Hawkins. Points. On the ground. Nowhere to go on the ground. Dropped to the 40-yard line. Quarterback. Feel some heat. Here they come. He'll throw it. Pass is tipped. There is a flag on the field. He's going to be a good one. Rolls left. Throws. Complete. McGlynn makes the catch. Lloyd drops way back. Screen pass complete to McWhirter. He'll find the edge. Ball is loose. It hits the ground. They're going to say he was down. Inside. Quarterback sneak for Hunter Lloyd. And he is going to get into the end zone. Lloyd will throw over the middle. And the catch is made.
First quarter, and then offense kind of cooling down a little bit.
Brennan Clark, great run. Close to another first down. Get completely healed from being banged up a little bit a week ago, and he'll be ready to go for Thursday night. 4th down. Rhea's going to throw to him. Complete to Giovanni Johnson. Thursday night. 2nd down and 3. Handoff to Kerry McLean. He runs right up the middle. He's obviously been the backup for most of the season and been the first back to get some carries after Michael George comes off the field. Rhea. Pass complete. Chris Anderson. Did he get in? Yep. Well, 6 is better than 3 anytime, right?
I like.
And here comes the extra point. And it is good, and Jordan Wicks continues. Incredible streak here. 56 straight extra points. Lloyd, pressured. Matt Lloyd, no relation between these two teams. Lloyd's pass is complete to McWhirter. Check that, that's Ross. Ville West. That's McWhirter. Semifinals. McWhirter slung down in front of his own bench. 14. McWhirter, the senior, playing his final game. We talked about the number of sophomores on this team.
No tricks.
Looking deep. In and out of the hands of the intended receiver, and he had Tez Miller beat by a step.
Ville next week win.
Okay, so us and Cabot.
Yeah, us and Cabot.
All right.
And then, because I would love to.
McEwen in at quarterback. Turns and hands the ball off to Earl. Get out to the 42-yard line. In mind, and we'll continue to do our research and be ready to go for next Thursday night. We'll have the road game for you live. McEwen will hand off to Bailey. Look, we'll get to the 43-yard line. Minute. Snap to McEwen. Hand off to Bailey. Luke will move the chains. The Conway Regional Health System first down. Hayes and Cabot, Fayetteville, and Northside as winners tonight in the first round of the playoffs. And your final score, 41-14. The Cats won. And I don't know if you can see behind me, but we've got some Wampus Cats behind me. Those are the seniors. They're not ready to leave. Some of the seniors. They're not ready to leave John McConnell Stadium just yet. They got the win tonight, 41-14. A great game for the Wampus Cats. This game was played without Michael George, the state's leading rusher in 7A. He was not able to play tonight. He could have played. He was dressed out, but Cats didn't need him. A great job by both Brendan Clark and Kerry McLean to get the yards that were needed, and a great game throwing the ball by Andrew Rhea. Just a great game overall for the Wampus Cats. Put up huge numbers, over 500 yards of total offense, and held Rogers in check. Final score again, 41-14. So those are the highlights of the first round of the playoffs. The Cats will now move on to the second round to take on Bentonville West. We'll have the broadcast for you live Thursday night, 6:45 airtime, 7 o'clock kickoff. Conway and Bentonville West, the first meeting ever between these two schools, and it happens in the second round of the playoffs with that happy group of guys behind me and the rest of their Wampus Cat teammates, and we're thrilled for them. This has been Breaking It Down, Conway and Rogers on Conway Corp Channel 5.